out here in California, and he's been involved for about 4 years.
I'm planning on coming to California next month.
Are you coming to California?
We're rolling.
Where are you coming to?
LA.
Oh, okay. You to go out to support the Anaheim?
Right.
Good, good. Yeah, good, Reverend Pete. That's great. That's great. The community seems to be standing up strong.
Well, we're doing what we have to do. That's what it's all about.
My friend Larry Pinckney came out to Benton Harbor and I guess to collaborate with you out there last year at some kind of demonstration.
Yes, he did. Yes, he did. I miss him. That's one of my good friends.
Yeah, I talked to him a couple days ago. I'll tell him I spoke to you. He'll be glad to hear that.
Do that. Make sure you tell him I say hey.
Okay.
Are we good, Rob? Are we good?
We rolling.
Whenever you want to begin, Reverend, we're good.
You ready?
We're ready.
My name is Reverend Edward Pinckney. I'm the president of the NAACP here in Benton Harbor. I'm the president of BANCO, the Black Autonomy Network Community Organization. I'm the president of Stop the Takeover in the city of Benton Harbor. Benton Harbor is the first city that has its very own dictator. That is correct. We have our very own dictator here in the United States. Let me tell you a little bit about this young man. It all started with Whirlpool. Whirlpool wanted to come in and take over the city of Benton Harbor. They had several commissioners that they was paying underneath the table. They all lost in the election. So when the new commission came in, they had to go to the governor, Governor Jennifer Granholm at that time, and they made her an offer she couldn't refuse. The first thing they did, they wanted to find a way that they can continue stealing land from the residents of here in Benton Harbor. They was taking land left and right. But in order to understand how powerful this play is, you have to be here in the city of Benton Harbor. They have just made a golf course, a Jack Nicklaus signature golf course, with stolen land from the residents of Benton Harbor. They're now pumping water out of the Paw Paw River for free. More than $200,000 worth of water. They're not paying a dime. Whirlpool pays no taxes here in the city of Benton Harbor. Also, they won't even pay their water bill. The fight here is so tremendous because we're fighting not only against a dictator, but also the corporations. We call it fascism right there. But we're fighting to win this battle. This has been a tremendous battle all the way from the start. But in order to understand what an emergency manager is, let me tell you how it started. It came out that when Governor Granholm, who was a Democrat at the time, decided that she was going to work with Whirlpool Corporation in order to take over the city of Benton Harbor. So they decided to make up that Benton Harbor was in the financial red, which there was $1 million or $2 million in the red, but they claimed it was $5 million in the red, knowing it was not true. So what they did, they put a bill together. They call it House Bill 4214, 4215, 4216, 17, and 18. That's when it was the House Bill. Then it went to the Senate. It came Senate Bill 152, 153, 154, 155, 156, and 157. And then, once it became Senate Bill, it passed in the Senate and went to Governor Snyder's desk, and he signed it. And we became the first city in the United States that has a dictator.
What is his
name?
name?
The first thing he did, he came in and he started taking land from the residents here in Benton Harbor, giving the land away, selling land for $1 to Cornerstone Alliance and Whirlpool, which Cornerstone Alliance is a subdivision of Whirlpool. But we decided we were going to fight back. The first thing we did, we set up our picket line. We started picketing Whirlpool themselves. Then we started picketing Cornerstone Alliance. Then we went to Harbor Shores, the golf course. But the best part about this whole thing, the takeover itself, it shows what they can do. It's a perfect example of how these corporations have come in and can buy a government and just take over the government and don't even care about the people. Matter of fact, this guy, what he have done, Benton Harbor is in worse shape now than it was before he came. Never before in the history of mankind have anything like this have taken place, where you have watched the corporations and government themselves merging to fight against the people. We had an election here, which was pretty interesting. What the dictator wanted to do, he wanted to cut down on the commissioners, the elected officials. He wanted to take them from 8 to 4. We wasn't buying it. We told him that he had to go. This is the first time that even the governor has said that we are in a position now to run him out of town.
Reverend?
He's going to be leaving here in August, the end of August. We don't know exactly what happened, but even before that, here's what's happened. We went out and got 226,000 signatures to repeal this bill. They call it Public Act 4. We only needed 160,000, but we went out and got 226,000, and over 200,000 were good signatures.
Good work.
So what happened was, it went to the canvas to be put on the ballot. There was 2 Democrats and 2 Republicans. The Republicans voted not to put it on the ballot, and the Democrats voted to put it on. But it was 2-2, so there was no tiebreaker, so it could not be on the ballot. So what we did, we took it to the appeal court. The appeal court agreed with us that they was going to put Public Act 4 to have this law repealed and to get rid of this dictator. They was going to get rid of it, but unfortunately, what we did, we won at the appeal court level, but they appealed it. This group of Republicans appealed this, and now it's in the Supreme Court. On last Wednesday, we went to the Supreme Court, and we had oral arguments. It was so remarkable that everybody was there. We had more than 1,000 people crowded around outside, chanting, democracy now, democracy now. This is what democracy looked like. We was bowing them from the top to the bottom. We were showing people how important it is that people come out and stop this. Because nothing is more important than when people come together and fight together. This is something that we can do. And we can do this. Dorothy, you've been televised, Dorothy. So this is something that we can do. And we can do things that so incredible. But even on Wednesday, it shows what people can do if we work together. We have stopped them from actually taking over the whole city. They have their golf course, and now what they're doing, they're building these $1 million condominiums to surround the community. This is what they're doing right now. They're building condominiums to actually show the folks that, the government itself and the corporation is running this state. But I tell you, the Supreme Court was so wonderful that we decided that we was going to do something that's so incredible. Every single chance we get out there and march on. We let them know how important it is. As a matter of fact, which what made this so exciting, we showed them what we can do just by standing up to them. What they're doing now, they decided that they was going to take the mayor's desk, our mayor, and put his desk in the basement. They was going to take every single commissioner key and lock him out the office. And this is what they're doing right now. And we're taking this thing to another level. We're showing them what we're capable of now, because we want democracy right now. And what's even more important is that we're showing them what we're capable of doing. Here's something that happened May 7, 2011, when Governor Snyder came down to Benton Harbor to be the grand marshal of a parade. Now, after the first thing he did, after he had taken the power away from our elected officials, he thought that the people here was going to be cheering him. Instead of him riding in the convertible, he decided that he was going to walk. And I tell you this much, we have more than 10,000, I won't say 10,000, let's say more than 5,000 people there at the parade, prepared to take care of him, to take him to another level. He never thought for a moment that the people would challenge him on this level. What we did, what made this so important, we got ourselves together, we lined up on the bridge and waited for Governor Snyder to come across that bridge. he was thinking that all these individuals that was lined up on both sides of the street was there to cheer him on. But we gave it to him that day. Matter of fact, when he was there, he got out his convertible and was walking and waving all across the bridge. And as he was walking, we joined the parade right behind him. I'm talking about 4,000 to 5,000 people following him and intimidating him. But we got stuff done because right before that, they had terminated the teacher's contract and took them to a whole different level. But hey, I'm excited about this because I know what people can do if we work together. Because that's the most important thing. Never, never are we going to allow them to just to bully us. We're going to take everything we can back that they have taken from us. They took this park, Gene Clark Park, a park that was willed to the people here at Benton Harbor from the Clark family. They took it and put 3 golf holes in it, the 6th, 7th, and 8th golf hole. So that's why we were forced to occupy the PGA. We had no other choice. Matter of fact, we showed them what we was capable of doing. We're taking back things one step at a time. We're letting them know that we're serious about what we're doing because we can stand up and fight if we let them know who we are.
Reverend,
I say enough is enough.
Reverend Pinckney, one question. If you had the opportunity to speak to President Obama and the world leaders, what would you tell them?
One of the things that I would tell them, I would talk about that that stimulus money that they gave, and I would tell them that was the biggest mistake they ever made because